This is the Darren Green Show. All right, what up? I'm Darren Green.
And I'm Prince Derek Dahl.
And you are listening to the Darren Green Show. If this is the first time you're hearing our voices, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube, iTunes, Google Play, and anywhere else you get podcasts. And as always, follow me at TDGS Official on Twitter and Instagram. Ooh, child. It's one of these Mondays.
It is.
And where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat at the Derek Dahl. And you can also find me on Facebook at Prince Derek Dahl.
We still on Snapchat?
We are on Snapchat. I go on Snapchat like maybe once a week.
Child, I used to go on that thing just for a mirror. Just to be like, okay, let me see my face. All right, I'm good. Like
Instagram has stepped it up though with the filters. So
yes, what I tell you, I got the filter where my face is all in Louis Vuitton. I'm like, yes,
sure.
Louis V.
Snapchat's still hanging on
for dear life, but you know,
be like that sometime.
It do. It really do, because this is oh my god. So how was your week?
Oh, my week was great. Great and very, very, very productive.
Mm-hmm.
With work this week, I got a chance to. Oh wait, what did I do this week? See, that's why I got to stop drinking. No. So this week we had a really good time. I think I went down to Drew University and got a chance to see them do like a little mini ball there. Spent some time with my kids.
Oh,
or my clients.
Oh, okay.
Kids. So it went by really, really, really fast. This weekend though, I am recovering. Okay. Yeah, it was very eventful. We went to the Cecil last night.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly they had like a Sunday brunch, like day party.
Right.
It was supposed to be from like 12 to 6, but they flipped it last night and it was supposed to be from 6 to 12. But by the time we got to Harlem, all the cute guys had left already.
Oh, no.
There was a couple there, but we ended up going to Boxers.
Yes.
And turned up there. I know you saw it on Instagram.
Yes.
We returned.
That place looks big, too. It's like because usually places in New York are not really like spacious, but there was a lot. I seen your little Insta story. I'm like, I always wanted to go to Boxers, too, but I never have the time and outfits and people to go with.
So you've definitely got to come out with us one time.
Yes, if you live in Miami,
you can definitely come. We can go shopping and everything.
Yes.
Gonna put a look together.
All right.
And go storm the city.
Look, I'm ready.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was okay. See, I did do something, but I always forget.
See, that's that drinking. Oh, I forgot I went to church. We'll talk about that too.
Oh yeah, you. I wasn't drinking, but I was working on some things. Working on this show. Doing. I don't know. I just feel like I just never do things. Like I don't have. Like I just in that. I went to open house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was not by choice.
It was mandatory.
Yeah, because I'm a part of this club at my school. The paper club. We talked about that.
Right.
Before we started recording. Yeah, they control our lives. They control what we say. Oh my God. Anyway,
it's a free press.
It's a free press. Okay.
Free press. That's all you have to say sometimes. Like, I'm American.
Right, because I didn't want to talk about this, but you know what? I'm going to talk about it because this is my podcast.
That's right. This is your platform.
Okay, so, and we ain't going to say no names. I don't want no defamation charges. Right. Evelyn.
Right.
Okay. So, we were criticized by our last episode talking about the Amber Geiger situation. Well, it really wasn't nothing that me and Derek said. It was really our guest, Swatla. Okay. And basically what I want to make sure, because I want to have also clarifications as well, that what she talked about, it was all in theory and it was all alleged. This is stuff that was word of mouth. This was not anything that was talked about in the news. Like CBS didn't cover this. This was not like a storyline on anybody's publication. It was all in theory. Right. But we still have a right to exploit that, if it need be. If we still have a right to talk about it. But I was criticized because of my position at the school newspaper that it wasn't in journalistic taste.
Right. Ethically.
You
have to make sure that you're fact checking. You can't blah, blah, blah. But we also know that in the media, there are also false stories and there are purposeful omissions to detail to frame a narrative. And I think that with this particular platform, because we cover so much entertainment news, when we do cover hard news, we still have that same liberty to discuss what could be what possibilities are, and what else is in the atmosphere surrounding the story. So,
Right.
Anyway, child, ain't nobody paying you to do this.
That's what I'm saying.
Tell them mind their business and to keep watching.
Keep
watching, keep listening.
Keep downloading every Monday, you know.
Right.
Keep it moving. What else I wanted to talk about too? There was something else. And also I feel that and I guess in regards to this, I feel that there's a lot of people, and that was what was told to me. It's like, oh my goodness, like this is like unethical and stuff like that. But I'm like, there's so many people that do this all the time. Oh, but it
was unethical for you to have a guest that shared her opinions?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, because people forget what podcasting is, though, sometimes. Like, podcasting is opinions.
Right. This is not CBS, child.
Right. And it ain't going to be. This is my show. This is the Darren Green Show.
Okay. And Darren Green can talk about whatever Darren Green wants to talk about.
Wants to talk about.
Period.
I don't know, because I feel like I've been struggling with that, too. And we'll get into that, because I want to talk about my little school depression that I have here. I just feel like I'm not in control of the things that I do, because everything is always curated by other people. Like, oh, well, maybe you shouldn't do this, or maybe you should do that. Like, no, I'm at the point where I'm not listening to nobody.
Right. Well, I'll say this for the school newspaper. You know what I'm saying? Take your advisors, advice, because I think the goal is to groom you to be a, superior journalist. And, journalists are required to fact check and to really try to make sure that we are on the side of truth. But because of the type of podcast you do, because this is considered entertainment media, there is, room and liberty for you to have opinions, to talk about crazy theories, to talk about rumors and things like that, because it's based off of what we hear, what we see, and what's going on,
and what people are talking about,
and what people are talking about, and it's part of the conversation. So,
and ain't that gonna be? Because certain stories come out later on. And
they do.
Me and Twyla talked about this. I'm like, ain't that some shit? If we 5 years later and then it's confirmed that her story was true because people were talking about this,
right?
Ain't that some shit?
No, it's crazy too, because I was I was born in like the late 80s. And so I remember in the 90s there were like people really tabloid heavy, like when they were in magazines, right? And we always brushed that off as like, that's fake news. We didn't even call it fake news. It was like, that's black journalism. Like it's all black as in like it's rumors and some of that stuff is made up and not to believe it unless it's like in a accredited publication. But then you go back and look at some of these stories and you're like, damn, like 5 years ago they were trying to tell us this bitch was on. What? So yeah, I think there's a space for all of it. So do your thing. This is your platform, and you get a chance to express and do whatever you want to do. Shout out to all of the people watching the live right now on Facebook, though.
Hey, Facebook!
You should have shared this on our page.
Okay, hold on, wait. Let me get my phone.
Get your phone, yes, because the people need to be able to see us when we doing what we doing. When we do,
I'm not quick on social media. Like
I know
that.
It's okay. We're gonna bring you the speed.
Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me press that share button.
So now, while you doing that, so I went to church on yesterday, and I haven't been in church in a long time, and I left my church for some foolishness over the choir. But I went to church yesterday. It was a choir anniversary, and first of all, it was some things in that church. It was some. I have forgotten how good men look in suits.
Okay.
For a minute, I was like, wow, he's really handsome. Really handsome. Then I started watching. I was like, oh, yep. And then I started looking around. I was like, oh, it's a lot of jacked users in here.
Oh, child, you was getting
they brought them out. It's like the Lord is moving. I almost turned my ring around. Like, I don't want nobody confused.
Oh, hello.
I was like, okay.
Which was getting that notification ping.
I was just watching. I didn't say a word. I was just sitting there smiling and nodding.
Oh.
Like, okay. And I'm watching, I had my little boots on, whatever. It was kind of cute. It was real cute in there.
It's so surprising when you be in settings where it's supposed to be like a lot of, some straights and stuff like that. And then I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey. But no, it was some sexy, and the women too, because like, I don't know what era this is in, but these ladies with these wrap dresses, the small waist and the nice look, I was like, these folks came in here to find their mate. I'm not mad at y'all. Oh, thank you.
I need me a nice Christian man.
Right.
Okay.
Can't find everything, but it's crazy because as soon as we left the church, I went to go eat and I went home and ended up changing clothes and going to the club. So, the people at the church were kind of cuter than the folks at the club, though. They
Shade.
were. No shade, no tea. I just think that maybe, I don't know, something about that the Lord's glow. I may have to start going back.
Well, I don't know. I have not been to the church in years, because my family is not that religious,
right?
Like, we're more spiritual. I know me and my dad used to go to like this non-denominational church, but it was like big business, like the big churches with the
mega church,
with the super big production, and it's just, I feel like I'm on TV or something.
What church was it?
It's called Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
You heard of Kingdom?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No, I have not. But anyway, when I wasn't in the church, like going to church or in church, I would always still like log in to friendshipwest.com. I mean, Friendship West Baptist Church in Dallas, and I love their services. Like, Pastor Freddie Haynes, my frat brother, whatever. But I love his church and I love their service.
Yes.
But yeah, I ended up slipping up in the church yesterday. I hadn't been there so long. My friends were up there singing in the choir because I used to be in the choir. And they were singing the Lord's Prayer in 4-part harmony. And it got to me. And before I knew it, I was like, fuck it up, y'all. And I was like,
oh, not in the church.
The lady next to me, she looked at me. She was like, I know that's right. And I was just like, all we did was laugh. I was like, oh my God, I hope nobody heard me.
Somebody grandma was like,
what was that? Right.
Not in the church, baby.
Well, the church was slayed anyway, so. Oh. I don't know if they heard me or not, but I was just I literally slid back into my seat. I was like,
oh, snap.
Oh, I'm going to burst into flames. They're going to kick me out of here. But
that's why I kind of don't like, too, because it's like you kind of have to be a certain, like, you can't be a certain rambunctious in certain churches.
Some type of decorum.
Yeah.
I get it.
That's why I was like, I don't know if I'm into that. Like, I'm always spiritual. Like, I believe in God and all that. But when it comes to church, I'm like, look, I don't know. And then half my family is on my grandma's side is Jehovah's Witness, and you know how they are.
A Jehovah's Witness?
Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, my God. I dated a Jehovah's Witness for 4 years.
You did not date a Jehovah's Witness?
I did. I dated a Jehovah's Witness for 4 years.
What was that like?
Almost 5 years.
They're not supposed. Is she? That person was
not supposed to date me because I wasn't a brother.
Because you wasn't.
Disfellowship.
Yeah, oh my God, yeah.
All this other stuff, but love is love. But she don't even do it anymore. So
I know she don't. Oh my God, her family in it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, because sometimes that means like if you were in it and then you leave, like your family stops talking to you. Mm-hmm. That is messed up. That's why I'm so glad my parents is not Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. Well, but my thing is like that's your parent. Like,
and even my mom, like her mom became Jehovah's Witness after my mom got grown. So it's not like, you get what I'm saying? So it's not. But if my grandma was had my mom as a Jehovah's Witness and then they would have grown up, she would have because obviously she would have put her in it,
right?
And she would have. I was like, wow. But they really like cut you off.
Yeah,
that's why
that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to, disfellowship you because, they have to remain focused on their journey to be pure, or whatever the goal is of being.
That's some Whoopi Goldberg for color girl shit.
And like only 144,000 people will make it into heaven. I'm like, so out of the millions of y'all that are practicing Jehovah's Witness, only a tenth of y'all gonna make it in. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense to me. The numbers aren't adding up, sis. So. I don't know. I just like to do things that make sense. And I still love her to this day. Love her parents. But her mom, her dad and I used to get along very well. We had so much stuff in common. And her mom liked me. She's like, I like him. But he's not a brother. He needs to be a brother. And I'm like, if I said we get married, I'm still not doing this. Mm-hmm. I mean, I wasn't doing it. So
it depends on the congregation because I know some family members that married and the person wasn't a Jehovah's Witness, and they ain't do nothing.
Right. I mean, grown people gonna do what grown people want to do.
It depends on like I said, it depends on the congregation because I've seen some that are way worse than the ones that's over in my area, child. Like I've watched like documentaries on how
it's very cultic.
Yeah, it's like a cult.
Most religions are cults. It's a culture. You're creating a culture based around a moral code, which dictates human behavior. Like they're literally telling you what to do, how to do it, for the benefit of something that's supposed to happen after you're dead.
Right. And I look at it a certain way. It's like, okay, is it because you love the Lord, and is it because you love religion, or is it because you're trying to have like a home in heaven? You're doing it because of that, because you're trying to have an afterlife. It doesn't seem genuine. You get what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, people,
if you're only doing it for that.
People do what they do for many different reasons, and we just have to let them do what they do.
Yeah.
So,
yes, let's move on.
I think we should get into some of these hot topics.
So what's Hot Topic saying today?
So apparently Evelyn Lozada is filing a restraining order against OG.
Oh, Lord.
And let me pull it up. You got your piece up, right? Because
I got mine.
Right, because you tell them about what's going on now, and I'm going to get into that reunion.
Okay.
That was amazing.
Okay.
I did.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I did.
So Evelyn claims that she's lost endorsement deals because of OG calling her a racist bigot. According to legal documents obtained by TMZ, Evelyn claimed that OG called her a racist bigot on social media after Evelyn posted an encrypted message to her on Instagram September 11th, right? Mm-hmm. And it said, nobody watches you harder than the people that can't stand you. And it included a picture of a laughing orangutan. Now, OG obviously, clapped back at this because she found this offensive and was like, wow, so black women are monkeys now. And, she also said everyone boycott this trash box, disgusting, this, that, and the third. Now, OG also trashed Evelyn on Twitter when she said, it just goes to show her true colors as being a bigot, calling Cece Ling Ling, Jackie a cockroach, and now me a monkey. Right. So she's done this before. Evelyn is now furious about this. For starters, she says that she's in Hispanic descent and, has 2 African children. And Evelyn, she's a chairperson of some kind of foundation.
The one that we saw on you don't watch the show.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. So she said that this is not like, these are not actions from a person that's racist.
I don't know. I just feel like I can't. You never want to speak for other people's feelings. Mm-hmm. And from what I got from the reunion, like from the part 1, where they had OG on a whole nother set because so many people felt so threatened by OG because she's so violent and she's always angry and all this other stuff. And I heard Evelyn saying, this person was taunting me with my abuser, but. Like, Evelyn, you reached out to this man to get information about this girl. Like, if it's really that deep to you, you wouldn't have any contact with him like that. Like, you reached out to his daughter. Like, most people, I don't know. It's just kind of, I feel like she's kind of playing the victim in this kind of thing.
Because Evelyn is playing the victim.
Yeah, because Evelyn is the big bad wolf, right? She's one of the big bad wolves on the show. And, she has a lot of mouth. And I met Evelyn when I first moved here. I met her at an event on Long Island, and she was so sweet. But at the same time, the persona that she portrays on the show, she's the girl from New York, and she's with that action. So when you meet somebody else who's about that action, who really just verbalizes it, like, I can snap your neck. Like, I'm not doing this back and forth with you. Like, I can really hurt you. I haven't.
Yeah.
But I need you to understand that I can. So stop playing with me.
Right. So from my understanding of
but that made them afraid.
Right. From my understanding of the show, OG she's not a basketball wife, but she's an athlete of some sort. Okay.
So OG plays football, and her fiance plays basketball overseas.
Oh, okay. So see, I don't watch the show. Good that I have you here because.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know her backstory. But okay, so all right, so that's why she's on the show. And because I see clips on Instagram, I seen the conversation that they had when they were talking about how, she could be like people are like scared of her or something like that. And Shawnee was in the middle of that. I'm like, but these girls, like Evelyn literally threw a whole wine bottle at somebody, throwing glass at somebody, jumping over the table. Like, these girls do more action than Love and Hip Hop.
These girls throw chairs, they throw tables, they throw glasses.
I'm like,
they throw hands.
Didn't one get arrested one time?
I still remember the episode when Tammy popped that girl in the mouth. Remember when Tammy popped Mika? We'll call her mush mouth Mika. I can't hear you. I don't understand I can't. Bow. Right in the mouth.
Oh, my goodness. And y'all want to sit there.
Tammy came back on the reunion, and she was sitting right there on the couch, so I don't understand why
Oh, so she was there.
Yeah, no, well, she didn't come to this reunion, but I'm saying like that in former seasons, things have gotten physical and violent, and it wasn't this deep. But because it's OG and because they don't like the fact that she puts them on the spot with all of their shit, they don't like it. Because I look back at like the first and second season, and I was watching how Shawnee used to move with like Gloria Govan. Yeah, and like that was Shawnee's role. Shawnee would be the one that would bring things up. About everybody. She would sit back and looking like, oh, well, maybe y'all should talk about X, Y, and Z. You all need to have a conversation about, that was what she was doing. But now that the tables have turned and it's happening to them, I just don't think they like it. And with OG taking the whole it's because I'm dark-skinned thing, I don't think that's that either. I think that she's carrying because they're carrying. Yeah. Like, well, we going to carry, then we all going to carry, Yeah. But I do think that they treated her unfairly. Like, it's unfair, and because she stuck up for her friend, and it's like you girls want friends like OG, but you can't be that because you all are too busy talking about each other. Hello. So anyway, we'll see what happens. But this whole restraining order thing, because that restraining order got denied. It
got denied because it was like, well, I mean, she ain't never make no type of volatile anything. She never walked up on you. Y'all never fought. Did they fight? Did they have a physical fight?
No. I think OG kind of like maybe pushed Evelyn or something like that when Evelyn was trying to run after Cece because she didn't know what she was trying to do to her friend. Like, why are you running up behind her? And if that's your friend, like when people don't understand, when you have ride or dies, right, you have to be careful how you treat their friends because I'm going to get you. If they can't get you, I'm gonna get you. And that's just how it is. Look, and OG's about that now. And I was looking at the screen like,
but they probably gonna get rid of Shawnee.
That's fine.
And I don't understand what Shawnee is.
Thank you for your service. Shawnee's the executive producer.
Why? It's just like, and someone told me this before. I'm like, just like Mona being on Love and Hip Hop. Like, what? Go to a boardroom meeting.
Because Shawnee wants to showcase what she's doing as well. Like, it's an opportunity for her to, she's moving into real estate now, and they're supposed to be showcasing the Basketball Wives and their brands and how they support, their husbands or ex-husbands or ex-boyfriends, because I think only one of them is still married. Two of them are married, right? Jackie and Kristen.
What is
Tammy's married now, but her husband plays football. I don't think he plays basketball.
Oh, Football Wives.
She's leaving the show.
Football Wives. Oh, okay.
Wasn't that a thing though? Didn't they do like a season of Football Wives one time?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, maybe they should. I don't know, but in any case, I just think that it's kind of all this whole season was kind of foolish. And if they get rid of OG, then I think it'll be a mistake. I think they should keep her on the show because one, she's.
They might keep her on because of the controversy. They're gonna be like, why y'all let her go?
It's gonna bring the ratings. And some of the other girls were just boring this season. Like some of them were just really, really boring. Like I still don't even know what Evelyn was doing on the show. What was she there for?
I don't know. She was slapping her parts.
Girl, I don't even. Why are you here? Where's your man? That's me asking all these people. You're on a Basketball Wives or Real Housewives show, and I'm just looking like, girl,
where's your man?
Where's your man?
Well, now, you can't say nothing about the Housewives because they technically, when we watch this season, they all gonna be married. You know how to make that? I had to make that correction.
Right. Well, they'll be married for what we see. Most of them won't be married by the time the show airs. By the time we see November. The reunion. Oh, that was kind of good. We can slide right into that since we're talking about Housewives.
Housewives. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, honey. All right, hold on.
What the people saying about the Housewives right now?
Oh, they done talked to Kenya. Kenya done called Nene a bully. Okay, so let me say something. So Kenya Moore was at Sally Beauty in Atlanta Wednesday for a launch of her hair care line when she was asked about her issues with Nene, right? And Kenya tells us her former friend has shown her true colors over time, but she doesn't understand why Nene is so intimidated by her. So she goes on to call Nene a bully who treats all the other Real Housewives of Atlanta co-stars terribly. And according to Kenya, Nene has very few friends because of it. Because, I guess she's bullying the entire show. I kind of didn't get that in the trailer. I feel like Nene was kind of like rocking with some people. Like she was still kind of hanging with Portia. She was going back and forth with Cynthia a little bit. I don't know. I mean, but I guess to Kenya, in her perspective, Nene can be a bully because I'll be honest, what is Nene's real issue with Kenya at all. Because let's start from the moment when they started beefing. That's the season where Kenya got dragged in the reunion, and they started beefing after the pillow talk situation because Kenya's friend was defending Kenya. Mind you, he's an assistant of Kenya, so anything, you know what I'm saying? If I work for you, child, I'm protecting your ass. But he got called the queen, and Kenya was to blame, and then that's when they started beefing. And from then, it was back and forth. I don't know. I mean,
I don't know, and I don't care.
It just
what I do know is
okay.
I do know that Kenya stokes a lot of flames, and I mean, kind of like trump up drama.
Okay,
and it's just like, as a producer of television or entertainment, I can see the value in that. But as a person, for her to say that Nene doesn't have a lot of friends and this, that, and the third, well, girl, you were just crying 2 seasons ago about the same thing, that you don't feel like you have a lot of friends. And
when did she do that?
That was like, what was she went on last season. It was the season before that when her and Cynthia had their issue, right? And then before that, she didn't understand why her and Nene why they weren't friends anymore and all that stuff. King, you did a lot. You did a lot.
Yeah.
And when Nene sided with Portia, Kenya,
yeah, that's what
that kind of trumped it up a little bit too. And it's just like, listen, if y'all all supposed to be out there, supporting each other and, showing how strong black women, are. I just feel like Kenya's very petty, and I think that Nene is very sensitive and she's reactive. Nene reacts.
Yeah.
Like, you poke that bear, she's going to bite you every time. And I think that Kenya is very slick on social media. She's very shady, and she's very calculated. And so she says things to get, get a reaction. And then when people react, she's just like,
what?
Oh my God, I can't believe you did that. Like, even, prime example, I'm not even just in words, just in action. How she was on that reunion with that fucking wand. Excuse me.
You good.
With how she was taunting Portia. Now you waving an object in this woman's personal space, and you got mad when she snatched it from you, or when she drug you because you were taunting her. But she doesn't feel that she was wrong. She flipped that around and was like, violence is wrong and violence against women. I didn't touch you. Girl, you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
Like, stop playing. Like, stop. I just want Kenya to stop playing with the people. You can't trust it. Somebody was like, I cannot trust words about Nene from Kenya's mouth. I can't trust anything from Kenya. The lady that was buying boyfriends, I can't. I cannot do it.
Bought a husband.
Right. And then, so you bought Walter. And then you got Matt on here. And then Matt went public and was like, she's manipulative. Like, a lot of this stuff she was doing just for the show.
Well, Matt was real, right?
Matt was real, but I guess his feelings for her for real, but she played with him. And then with this Mark situation, who knows what's going on here?
Yeah,
I think he's going back to his restaurant. He's going back to his restaurant. I almost said the wrong shit.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not.
Drop that exclusive.
That's not for me to say.
What?
I let people tell their own stories.
Oh,
but anyway.
Come on.
Yeah, I don't trust Kenya. And for her to call Nene a bully, like, no, you just want another reason for people to feel sorry for you before the season come out, and we be laughing at you again because you lost another man.
Oh, I be trying, because I was a Kenya fan. I really be trying. I want to believe her so bad.
Well, it's okay. A lot of people want to believe in Santa Claus.
Oh,
believe in what you want to believe. It's a free country.
But I do feel like Nene kind of. Sometimes she can be a bully though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. This last season, she definitely showed her ass on a couple of occasions.
Name an occasion where Nene was a bully this past season.
Okay, the whole thing with Portia.
How was she a bully?
Because after, it wasn't even this season, it was the season before that. After the whole situation, the fiasco, when she, the girl was kind of like not that smart, and she probably was blindsided by the whole Phaedra shit. Phaedra used her as a pawn.
Okay,
clearly,
right.
But it seems like Nene kind of shunned her, and that's when they had that little argument. Remember, they had that little argument that. I'm
your big brother and I'm your mentor, and I told you not to trust that bitch.
But did she?
And
say
then,
that
and then,
okay.
And then not only while you were playing Dumb and Dumber, you still didn't own up to the fact that you knew that wasn't true. You knew it wasn't true. That's the thing that needs like, you know this wasn't true that you said about this lady.
Right.
And I don't even rock with Candy like that. But you know it wasn't true about that lady.
You don't rock with Candy. We'll get
You know,
into that.
you know, Nene, her and Candy, her.
No, but and that's another thing too. Okay, Candy,
But-
she be coming for Candy too, and Candy don't be messing with nobody.
Oh my God. Okay.
But no, back to Portia. At the end of the day, I understand that this is big sister, little sister thing, but at the end of the day, there's certain conversations we should have off camera.
And we can, but you didn't. We're also doing a show together, and you showed your ass. You look like a fool, and you didn't listen to me.
Look,
and I'm upset because you're stuck in this position when you didn't have to be.
but if I look like a fool, I don't want you to come at me publicly.
Can't believe you said that about that lady. That'd be mean. I'm ashamed. You do better. Period. People operate differently. I don't know. Maybe I mean, I like Nene for my own reasons, but
Right. I like Nene too. I'm like seasonal with Nene.
you're seasonal.
Yeah, because sometimes I'm like,
And Nene holds grudges. Like
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
when people do stuff to her, she holds it like, and it gets to her. Nene is sensitive,
and I like that
she
moment.
pop shit, but she's sensitive.
That moment, that one season where Sheree and Kim was there that season, and they all came together just to,
Yeah.
After Kim or whatever. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. We got Kenya and Nene over here working together, shading each other. I'm like, yes. And then next season it's just like, oh, okay, yeah. Now they all Kenya left, and then now they all like beefing with Nene. It seemed like.
Right. I mean, Nene was a target. She was in a very sensitive spot, but I don't feel like Nene's been a bully. I think that Nene is like she understands her position on this show, and
Right.
she's not willing to give up that space. Like she operates and walks in. I am the queen bee of this show.
Right.
You're going to give me my respect, and that's in any situation, any scene. You're going to give me my respect.
But I'm not gonna kiss your ass now.
Right, and that's what Portia's like. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. Like that's fine. You can kiss my ass, but you will give me my respect in this space,
Right.
on this platform that I've created for you.
I mean, okay.
Period. And quit acting a fool. Like, right, you acting a fool. Look at you. So
Portia got it. She's kind of has it. She has a grasp of it.
I like Portia.
Yeah, she could be a little dumb sometimes. I used to.
Kenya can go though. I used to like Kenya. But Kenya can go.
Kenya can go.
She can go. I don't know why they brought her back in the first place. They only brought her back.
Ratings.
They brought her back because she has a baby, and then we're going to see her with a man now.
Ratings.
They brought her back because she finally got a man.
And people complained that either we want Kenya. They wanted Phaedra.
Either Kenya or Phaedra.
I didn't want Phaedra. I don't like. Now that's when I'm glad it's gone.
What?
I don't like Phaedra. Phaedra is a snake. I'm sorry. At the end
Man,
of
if
the
they
day,
said we had to pay $2 a person to get Phaedra back on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I would pay $2 to get Phaedra back on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
No, I can't do, because that whole thing with Candy. It's not even just that. She used to always say some real off the wall shit,
And it was great. It was great audible. It was great audio.
like,
bites.
and then she be lying about it. Like, girl, at least say it. Like, if you gonna be about it, like if you gonna say it, then be about it.
Baby, that's a church queen.
That's
holy shade. You need that.
And you a whole lawyer. Well,
A lawyer.
a lawyer.
I'm like, you're a lawyer. You should be back.
My best friend want Phaedra
Better
back so
lying.
bad. I'm like, no, she needs to say where she's at.
Phaedra's funny.
Dating Shamar Moores and all that.
I saw her on
She dating someone new now.
I watched her on the Braxtons when they had that little riff where the
Phaedra Braxton.
where the sisters weren't taping, and she came as a friend of Tracy's. But I just I like seeing Phaedra. I like her personality, whether she's problematic or not. I think she's good for the show, and I think that she helped stir the pot.
She could have ended somebody's whole career.
No, that was really dramatic.
What?
The lies.
Rape though, like that's come
You
on.
said I raped somebody. I mean,
That's the same shit Cosby in jail.
This
for
was
now.
rape. Look,
He
she
really
was like-
did it, but
see, I didn't say that you raped nobody. I said that you said that you were going. She's like, but that's the same thing. And the way Phaedra was looking, like, girl.
no, that wasn't.
Okay, that was distasteful. That was distasteful of
Yes.
that was a little too far. But yeah, you're right. Ain't no but.
And I don't believe
It was distasteful.
And I don't blame,
It was distasteful, but I don't
Yes.
think they should have kicked her off the show.
And I don't blame Candy for being like, oh, if she comes on her, I'm not gonna be on the show.
But Candy had her own show. She could have left and went on her own show. She didn't have to be with the Housewives anymore.
You know that show is. You know Candy cannot pull her own show.
But she did. She had the highest. Her wedding special was one of the highest rated miniseries. She had so many different. She's the only one of the whole franchise that's had like 2, 3, or 4 spinoffs.
I don't know the Tuckers, the Tucker family.
They got drama.
Yeah, Mama Joyce. There's only so much Mama Joyce can start up.
Oh, you think that Mama Joyce is the only reason that Candy has a storyline? Because otherwise, it would just be her and Todd making money.
I mean, she was the antagonist on a lot of those storylines. The wedding, the little ski trip.
That's true. Oh yeah, I forgot about the ski trip. Oh man.
And then she still be saying some like stuff. That one time she was calling. Oh, she turned lemons into lemonade. I'm like, come on, Mama.
What? I was just saying that.
I was just
turn
saying
lemons into lemonade simply, dog.
And the aunties, oh my God, no. That one time, and rest in peace to Todd's mother, but no. That one time, Aunt Bertha, she was like, the woman talked too much.
Old people are funny to me.
I'm like, yo, oh my God. Did the OLG, me and my mom still has yet to go, because I'm a Candy fan. I love Candy. My mom doesn't like Candy, but she still want to go to her restaurant, because, Candy can cook, first of all.
Candy can cook?
Well, her grandmas can cook. Candy can cook.
You called them her grandmas. All of them her grandmas?
I mean, her aunts.
Her grandmas can cook.
Her aunts, honey.
Well,
I'm a guy. I can't wait. Next time I go to Atlanta, that's definitely one thing.
How you know they can cook? You ate that before?
It looked good.
Just looked like it
looked like it's good. Shoot, I mean, I heard a lot of people from the South can cook. Well, see, that's how you get you caught up. Because I don't know. Look, let me tell you, I have cousins that go down south, and they said people don't cook like they used to down south.
Yeah, because everybody, that whole vegan shit is moving down there, and I don't like it. Like, when I go home, I want to be able to eat and then take a nap.
Ooh, this vegan shit. Oh, my God. We can segue with that, because you heard about Lil' Kim?
No, I haven't.
Child, some vegan. Well, I don't know if they were vegan, but there was some pro-animal life.
Oh, PETA. When they stopped her because they kept telling her
and she was about to run up.
Stop wearing fur?
Yeah, and she was about to run up on one of them.
Back up! Back up!
No, Kim was like, "What's up? What's up?" I'm like, "Oh, Kim, Lil' Kim,
saying, back up,
Lil' Kim, what's going on?" I can't, and that's why when you brought up the vegan, I'm like, I'm tired of this little vegan era that's going on. Like, I'm with Doja Cat. Like, I don't give a fuck if you're vegan. Just don't shove that shit down my throat. Like, if I want a fur coat, and you can and you were just gonna sit there and just like directly like try to attack me. Cause I'm
gonna beat your ass.
Because I was talking about this in my club, in my school club or whatever. And there's one person that's like pro animal or something like that. I'm like, so what if I'm just eating a damn burger out off the street and an animal activist slaps it out my hand because they believe all meat is bad, like just eating meat, wearing it, all of it. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's protesting. Bitch, if you slap a burger out my fat ass hand,
you're getting beat up and you're
getting your ass dropped and you're buying me a new burger.
Buy me a burger? You are my burger. I'm biting you. What the fuck are you talking about?
So I don't blame Kim. Like I kind of like Kim, but like I don't blame her, child. Look, you ain't gonna sit there and come for me.
You like Kim? Do you like her album?
What album? She ain't come on no album. No, shut up. She did not come up with no, because I was waiting for it. Like,
oh my God.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Oh no. No, she did not come on. I'm looking at this shit right now. Hold on. I'm going on Apple Music right now.
I have died and gone to heaven. I said, did you like her? Wait a minute. First of all, Lil' Kim just dropped 9.
Go off. Oh my God.
What album? Period. Moving on.
I thought it was a mixtape. Oh my God. Go off. Oh, go off. Not even on there. I guess.
Oh my God.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lil' Kim.
He said, what album?
See, that's her team. What label she got? Which label she's under, child? Because I did not. That was not common knowledge.
Oh, that tickled me.
Oh
my goodness.
Hold the hell up. When that damn album come out?
Oh my God.
Damn, Lil' Kim. And then they got people attacking you for your fur.
Oh my God.
I'm just trying to sell albums. Oh my God. What? Wow. Well, Stream 9.
Oh my God. Oh, hold me, Jesus.
Stream 9.
Have you heard that new Lil' Kim album? What album? Help. Somebody, please.
Okay, look.
Oh, it's not supposed to tickle me that much, but it just... Who
child?
Well, the Queen of Rap just dropped a new collection with Fendi.
Oh, you okay? So when you said the Queen of Rap, I'm like, we still talking about Kim?
Absolutely not. We're talking about the Queen of Rap, the art form.
Ooh.
So, yes. Have you seen the collection? Like, what do you?
Have. I know. I want that bomber jacket. So I actually want the coats, like the silver with the Fendi prints on. But that shit is like $6,000.
I'm like, Lord, I'm really gonna have to go to Manhattan and find me a white man to buy me some Fendi, because I just ain't got them.
Buy me some Fendi.
I was like, I love Nicki Minaj, but this line is definitely for the middle and upper class.
Yeah, middle. Mm-hmm. I thought we was middle class.
Maybe you middle. I am working poor. Okay, I just make it look really good. But yeah, I just don't see myself saving up for the year just to buy.
And they got a lot of clothes. For men and women. She got a collection for men and women.
I can afford the socks.
How much do socks cost?
Like $60.
$60?
$60.
Oh, I might get some Fendi socks. That's the only thing I can afford.
Right.
No, I'm about to go on this website right now because I was looking through it. I'm like, yo, I know that bomber jacket going to be expensive as hell because that's the only thing I seen that I liked. I'm like, oh my God, $6,000. It could have been at least, if it would have been $600, I'd have been like, shit, I'll duke it out. That'd be like 2 checks.
Listen, Linda. Look, I have it right here on my thing too. I have Fendi.com, please. Put on my little wish list.
Right. Can I have it on layaway? Not layaway. Can I pay it monthly?
I don't know if they do layaway. I'm not sure if they do layaway.
Can I do a monthly subscription? I pay like $25 a month.
Yes, they said the wait is over. Fendi Prince On is here.
We both looking at the website.
Yes, that's right. Show your love and respect to the queen.
No, let me tell you something. The cotton stuff, I'm not the cotton shirts and shit. I'm like, that's just some shit that'll be on the damn Nicki Minaj website. Right.
Or talking about the $890 shirts.
Yes.
Girl.
$800 could have at least been $600. I would have been like, oh, okay. Well, but that silver shit, oh my God.
Oh, the bomber jacket. I saw that. So I actually wanted this Fendi sweater. And this is how I knew that 2020 is my year, because I'm going to be able to wear and buy whatever I want. I declare that right now.
Right.
2020 is the year that I get endless access tickets. Is what I call money, right? And because I want this. This is the sweater I want. The tan with the
that was cute.
I want that, but it's $890 as well. And I was like, what is it with this price point?
$890. I mean, that could be like a couple of checks, you know.
That is my rent and utilities. The fuck? No.
Nigga, you gonna make me get a credit card. Ooh.
I was like, this must be what Beyonce fans feel like when she drop her album. I mean, when she drop her tour tickets.
Now, Park was definitely cheaper than that. Than this.
Ivy Park?
Ivy Park.
They still make that?
Oh. And now you know.
I just asked. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a regular person in Ivy Park. I've only seen it online. I've never seen it in person. So I don't know. I don't know if people wear it for real. But
what? Ivy Park at ASOS? Are you ASOS?
Is that ASOS? It's online? I didn't know.
You're lying. Now I'm about to look at this website right now. Because allegedly, let me say that.
Right. This episode has taken a turn.
Child,
to fashion.
before I get. You said that was wrong. You got that wrong.
Right. I don't want you to be reprimanded for false information.
Oh no, Ivy Park. They got a couple of Beyonce. I'm not sure if this is Beyonce. Yeah. They got a couple of pieces from ASOS.
Yeah.
Okay, Beyonce, ASOS. So, I mean,
good. Okay. That's really good.
No, Sway Lee has his collection on ASOS too, and I'm like,
who? From
Sway Lee.
From Ray Shrimmer, right?
Ray Shrimmer. Schrimmer.
Swimmer?
Ray Schrimmer.
Schrimmert.
Yes.
I've been saying his name wrong this whole time.
Yes.
I thought it was Ray Schmerd. I'm sorry.
No, but
I love their music.
Yes, Sway Lee, like his I seen like this nice little button down shirt, but it's like usually it's not for it to be buttoned up. It's like people use button up shirts to almost like a jacket almost, but it's not a jacket.
Right.
Yeah, you have something. Yeah. It was a cute little.
I think I've done that before as an outer layer.
Yeah.
I went through this really bad phase in college where I used to wear double button ups. I would wear one button up underneath and put one on top and have it buttoned down.
I'm definitely going through this bad phase in college. I don't know. I'm just too casual. I was never this casual. Like just wearing hoodies and jeans and shit.
You're here to get your education, not to rock a runway.
Because it's like when I go on because my apps I use H&M and I still use H&M.
Right. Still gonna get that coin.
Oh.
Did you get your coolest monkey in the jungle sweater?
First of all, no. No, because you're not gonna say no. I only get like pants, okay? So it's not like I get like a lot of stuff in there. ASOS, so H&M and ASOS, and then I've been using swifting through Forever 21 Men, not Forever 21, Fashion Nova Men.
Right. I still haven't ordered anything off of there, and I want to, but I feel like that's rainbow. I can just go in rainbow,
like it's rainbow. But like they make it. There. I mean, the Cardi B collection is cute, but you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy it. I mean, you know.
I was like, well.
Remember Ra Ali? She had a little thing on there too. She had a little Fashion Nova.
Really?
Yeah, but Cardi swapped that.
I had no idea.
Cardi swiped that shit. They was like, you ain't gonna be sitting over here fighting me at Harper's Bazaar and getting.
Really?
Yes, you ain't know that.
I had no idea.
Girl, we still an old. We still an old team.
I didn't know.
You ain't know that?
I didn't.
But,
I mean, you can't know everything about these people. I have my own life to live.
Right.
I have my own stars to shine. Okay?
Well, damn.
I can't know everything about the friends of famous people.
You said the friends. Oh my God, this is a playful podcast today, child.
It is, but we get to some. Oh well.
Well, we got to get serious right now.
So tell me what's going on in the South.
Okay, so another Dallas shooting from a cop.
Dallas, what is going on?
Yeah, Dallas woman killed inside home by police officer while visiting her nephew in Fort Worth. So the latest incident involves a young Dallas woman who was visiting her nephew in Fort Worth. According to Dallas News, a Fort Worth police officer killed and shot and killed 28-year-old Tati Jefferson early Saturday morning while she was inside a home visiting family. The officer responded to a call after a neighbor reported that the front door was open. From there, things took a turn. Within minutes after the call was placed, police showed up at the scene and began to search, the house and check everything. Body cam footage of the officer who fired the fatal shots at Jefferson shows him moving around the home, looking through the doorway and entering the backyard with a flashlight before firing. The officer yelled, "Put your hands up, show me your hands," and that's when, the situation happened. So I'm like, you said that, but then you still shot. Okay, so anyway,
right. Put your hands up so I can shoot you.
Yeah. So,
Just can't.
The name of the officer is still not to be released. As recent as Saturday night, but it is described as a white man, and he's on administrative leave pending an upcoming investigation.
I'm just tired.
Another one.
I'm just tired.
It's literally in the wake of the Amber Geiger situation, this is happening in Dallas. And my best friend thought she was trying to move down there. I'm like, you was not bringing my godchild down there.
Well, I mean, people die everywhere, but this is just this is getting OD now.
Yeah.
From what I understand, in the other story, they're saying that the cop didn't identify themselves. And I can kind of see how that could be a problem because there was a situation with me when I was in Shreveport where I got snatched off some steps at 2 o'clock in the morning because they thought I was about to rob an apartment or something like that. But I got arrested. They didn't identify themselves. I didn't know who they were. And I kept asking, what are you doing and why are you arresting me? I wasn't Mirandized or anything. And I was like, this is some crazy, off the wall, the police just, I don't know, some police just don't care because they know they'll be protected.
Yeah.
They're reckless.
So you think that him not identifying himself maybe caused her to be like, who the hell are you?
Right. Well, first of all, you don't tell me who you are. You can't make demands of anything from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I'm still waiting to see more information from this case. It's still relatively new, and I try not to make to jump to conclusions
right
before more details are out. But even the story itself, I'm just tired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tired. I am so tired.
Yeah.
And I just feel like people they're not gonna be happy. And as much as I want to say that there are some really good cops out there, and it's just these scary Caucasian ones
mm-hmm.
who are trigger happy. They make the whole thing look bad.
Right.
They make it all look bad, and then when the people start busting back,
right, it's gonna be a war, child. I can't, and
I can't. I don't know.
He's probably gonna have no charges. I mean, I see the same story just
over and over,
just replaying. It's gonna be, oh well, this is what happened. It was a fight, or she had pushed back. Child.
I send my prayers to the Jefferson family and to Dallas. There's a lot of stuff going on in Dallas. Like my cousin
mm-hmm.
last week, her son went missing for 2 days.
Oh my goodness!
Like, she found out. I was like, ooh, I don't know, just. There's a lot of love and energy to Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on down there.
There's a lot going on. I know the El Paso thing happened there too. That was one of the things that happened.
Well, El Paso's in El Paso, Texas, but that's not in Dallas. But
El Paso, Texas.
Yeah, El Paso is its own city.
What? It's not in Texas?
It is in Texas. I said El Paso's its own city.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Well,
you mean just talking about the state? The state.
Yes.
Oh, I think about the state. I'm talking about Dallas.
I'm like, oh my God! Like I did not have no blonde girl moment.
You good? It probably was me. I didn't get home until 5 this morning. So
yeah. Oh my God!
It was probably me. Well, that's called living life.
Yeah. But yes, the family is in our prayer. The Jefferson family is in our prayers.
Absolutely.
And I hope that you get justice for this, because this
absolutely
is completely just uncalled for and just sick of this shit. But being that we don't have a lot of information, I just wanted to talk about it. And yeah, we'll see what happens.
Make sure you guys are aware. Make sure you guys keep following the story. And if you guys need any information, just please send it to us. So we can keep you all updated on these stories.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've moved down on these hot topics.
Yes.
We're down to some good news.
Okay. Some good news?
For the gays, yes, I guess.
Oh, yes. Coming out day. What's up?
I was talking about Billy Porter being the godmother in Cinderella, but we can talk about that too.
Billy Porter. Okay, yeah. We're going to talk about the coming out day later, but Billy Porter, that's right. Thank you for keeping me in check. So he's supposed to be playing in a live action Cinderella movie. He's playing the fairy godmother. Mm-hmm. And Camila Cabello is supposed to be playing, I guess, Cinderella.
Oh, yay.
Oh, yay.
I was excited. That was me being excited for her.
But you know what? We talked about why, like, Ariana wasn't it, but Ariana she already did this before, because you're saying this is like a live action musical thing. She did it before. She did it with, I don't know what movie she did or what thing that I think it could have been, it was Hairspray. Yeah. She played the girl that was into the black guys.
She did. She played true to form.
Okay.
I'm excited to see, I'm always excited to see the reimagination of old classic fairy tales. And I think that Billy Porter playing the fairy godfather or the fairy godmother or whatever, I think it's pretty good. It's a good look. It's timely. And, I wish him the best. I can't wait to see his performance.
Right. And I'm surprised, too. We talked about this, too. I'm surprised that, when the Shade Room posted this, when all these blogs posted about it, I didn't hear oh, my God, they're shoving it down our throats. Like, oh, my God. I'm like,
oh, what? The gay agenda?
Yeah, the gay. Oh, child, the agenda that I just, I'm. Where's the meeting at? Because I
missed all the meetings. Yeah. I don't get no minutes.
Right.
I don't get nothing. I think if there is an agenda, the agenda for us is to look good, to make a lot of money, and to travel. Right. Like, that's the gay agenda. That's what y'all want to know, what the gay agenda is. The gay agenda is to be happy, to look good, and to move as free as we want, and free as we choose. So that's the agenda. And if that's the agenda that you all are so afraid of, then I hate to see it.
Sorry to these people.
Right. Sorry to these people. Sorry to these people. That's it's crazy. Y'all talk about the gay agenda, but y'all niggas won't show up to vote. That's the part that be killing me. Like, you worry about the wrong thing. You falling for the wrong agenda.
But they not. But
we're gonna save that. We're gonna save that for another time. So,
and let's knock on wood too. I need you guys to vote though, because we can't have this orange man in office.
Do what you got to do, folks. Life is gonna go on anyway, but do what you need to do. Don't sit back and wait for things to change when you can be a part of that process.
Yeah.
And I think, it's crazy here in America that I think the last election kind of really disenfranchised a lot of people who advocate for voting. And for those who don't participate, it kind of reaffirmed their suspicions. Like, why am I voting? Like, and I'll vote for this person. They still get the popular vote. They still gonna choose who they want to choose. So I'm just gonna keep my ass at home, which works against us voicing our utilizing our rights to vote and voicing our opinions. And I just hope that this next one isn't as murky and shady as the last one was, because that whole last election was.
It
super
might be
shady.
because he over here trying to find some dirt on Joe.
Well, he can find. He needs to be focusing on his tax return.
Like Joe is going. I mean, we not even sure if Joe is even going to win.
Joe, I don't know.
I like Pamela.
The DNC will pick. What'd you call her?
Pamela.
Who is Pamela?
Her name? It's not Pamela. No. It's.
Who is Pamela?
Pamela Harris.
You are trying to kill me today. He said Pamela Harris. Oh my God! No, her name is Kamala.
Oh snap! Okay,
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Okay. I've been calling her Pamela for the longest.
Yeah, y'all voting for Pamela? I'm with Pam. What?
Oh my! We got to take that out.
No, you got to keep that in. We operate in honesty and in truth. Okay, it's okay.
Oh my God,
it's okay. But yeah, Kamala Harris, she's interesting.
Do you think she's gonna make it?
No,
because she made a lot of steam though. She made a lot of steam.
I just think that Kamala Harris is campaigning for Attorney General, and I think that. I don't know. When I watch this slew of Democrats run, I always watch with the intention of, okay, so I'm watching this is supposed to be the next administration,
right?
And who is going to rise as the leader amongst these people and will be chosen as the candidate for president that could still use the ideas of all the other candidates and build an agenda that works for the people. And I just don't see them sitting around Kamala's table. She's done a lot in the Senate, led a lot of bills, but I just see her more so as an attorney general and holding people accountable to the law. And she gets a lot of flack for what she did in California because she was like, "Listen, I did my job. Like this is I was a prosecutor. This is what I was supposed to do." And so on one side, it's like, well, she does her job and she does it really well,
right?
The only issue was her doing her job in that capacity didn't benefit black people. You know how black people are. When you black and you got a job, we expect you to put us on your shoulders and think about us at all times. And it's really unfair, that we all have to be representatives of everybody, anytime that we get in any level or any position. And, so I just don't see her. I don't see her getting it for that reason. I don't see a lot of black people supporting her because they're probably afraid that she's gonna end up, putting more black people in jail.
Yeah, but we probably need somebody like a juggernaut, like a Joe Biden, that's kind of been in that. Well,
yeah. Well, okay.
We need somebody other than Trump, like this.
I mean, and listen, no tea, no shade to my Caucasoid fans and friends, but
you said Caucasoid.
Caucasoid. That's what it's called. Caucasoid, Negroid, and Mongoloid. Anyway, I just think that Donald Trump has proven why we were moving away from old white rich men. Because they think they lead the country wallet first. And I think that in times like this, we really do need to lead with common sense and to think about the welfare of our people, not just how we can make more money on the main stage. You can't make a lot of money if your people are destroyed. You can't. You can't. And I think that the only time we really elect Democrats is once stuff starts falling apart. The Democrats come in and clean up everything.
Yeah, Republicans come
fix it right up. And the Republicans like, thank you so much for fixing that for me. So I can come in and crash all this shit back down. And then blame it on the Democrats before me. Well, I just, it's just like we see this all the time. And I'm just like, please let Donald Trump be a one-term president so he can go back to being a con artist with his own businesses and not with the taxpayers' money.
Right. I really did used to be I don't know why. It was before a lot of old stuff of him came out, especially with the whole Exonerated 5, what he said about them. But I really was a fan of him. I used to watch Celebrity Apprentice. That was like his big thing. He should go back to doing that.
I was a fan as well. My line name for my business fraternity is Apprentice. And I looked up to Donald Trump and was like, dang, this man has like several businesses. Mind you, I was young and didn't realize like he's failed at a lot of stuff. Like, but he learned how to play the game. Like I won't say he's a snake, but he's business savvy. And sometimes you have to learn how to play the game. And so I admired him for that he was able to, he continued to capitalize and put his name on things and invest and make returns. But when I found out how he treats the people that work for him, some of the racist practices that took place when they had their housing situation here in New York, I was like, oh, well, he doesn't look at, because he really does. I don't think he's racist, because I really don't think he sees people for their color. I think he sees them for utility. Doesn't matter if you're black or white. How can I get $1 out of you, and how can I use you to make more money? Doesn't matter if you're black or white. How do we make more money?
Right. But you're saying you don't think he's, what do you say about that?
I really don't think he's conscious. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he's, very absent-minded when it comes to his privilege, or he.
But what do you say about the people that's like with the whole Mexican border thing? I mean, that clearly, when he said Mexicans were like rapists and
Donald Trump is echoing his base. He's echoing because he utilizes Mexicans to build his stuff all the time. So he's echoing what he's hearing from his base, which is a fringe minority. He's amplifying their voices, fanning flames, because you can control people when they're afraid. It's easier to control people when they're afraid, and you're the one that has the answer, right?
Right.
Only I can fix it. He's a narcissist. That's just how he. I don't know. From a psychological standpoint, Donald Trump is a grand puppeteer for his base, and when it comes to deportation, we've been deporting, people back to Mexico for years. If you're an illegal alien or an illegal alien. Illegal aliens.
Watching now, you can't say in certain states.
Wait, it's Columbus Day, right? I mean, so they were illegal aliens, if that's the case. But if you're an undocumented immigrant, and you're not on a path to citizenship, or if you break the law when you're here, they deport you. You lose the privilege of being occupying this space. But Donald Trump he's taking it so far, right? And I'm just,
get the orange man out of here.
He's gotta go.
He's got to go.
He's gotta go.
Tired of it. Now he's like, and it's just certain things. He's just annoying people too. Like the whole thing with the trans pulling them from the army,
or the ban in the military thing.
And then like you're allowing companies to now discriminate against them. And now I heard somewhere, I'm not sure if it was because I subscribe to like a lot of LGBT pro magazines. I'm not sure how credited they are, but they also said that he's trying to do that, not only for trans, but also the LGBT community as in general. I'm just like, what is this changing? What is this doing? It's not affecting nothing.
It don't matter. It's just a bunch of smoke. But I know that the Supreme Court's supposed to be reviewing a case about LGBTQ discrimination next year. So all of this is like, I look at all of it as political theater, and it does, it can have real effects on our lives. And
but what happened to the whole Trump for gays, which you was holding up the damn flag? And
because they're stupid.
With that little ass.
The people that voted for Trump are stupid. I mean, oh my goodness. And I hate to say it, No, I don't. I don't hate to say it. So I have friends who support Trump because he's about business and about, I got $800 back in my tax return. I'm looking at him like, so that's how much your soul is worth. $800.
$800.
Like, you don't care. This man, I say, you be on fire. This man's not going to spit on you, but you support him because he got you money that really doesn't.
You on fire, he going to throw a towel at you.
Right. So I'm just, I don't know. I just think that it's just not a good look. Donald Trump was just not a good look. He was not a good look for us at this moment in history.
4 years, child.
After such a great phenomenon, like we had, people all over the world were in admiration of America during Barack Obama's terms, plural, as president. And the only people that were mad were the people that couldn't get what they wanted out of America. But now you have Donald Trump who's saying, I'm going to put America first. And he's literally selling America under the table to the very people that are supposedly our enemies. And it's just so weird. It's just so weird to watch. We're in the Twilight Zone.
And they just now pulling some kind of impeachment inquiry.
Man, Maxine Waters has been talking about impeaching this man since he got there.
Since he got in there.
So it may take a while, but...
Shout out to Maxine.
Right, Auntie Maxine is reclaiming her time, and she's reclaiming ours too.
Okay.
So, speaking about gay issues, coming out day was
last Friday.
Yeah, it was October 11th. So how did you spend yours?
I didn't do nothing. You know, I'll be doing that. And I was working. You know, like I usually do. But I seen your live, and I seen a lot of people's stories, and it kind of inspired me to talk about my coming out story because I feel like I never did. I never did. Not on the podcast.
You never came out, or you never shared your story?
No, I'm out.
Oh, okay.
I am out and about. I've been out since 9th grade.
Oh, period, poo.
Period, poo. But no, I never talked about my coming out story, like the actual story of what it was, because I always felt like it was, I heard other people's coming out stories, and it was like this elaborate movie scene, and like Love, Simon. I'm like, oh my God. You know, you seen that movie?
Nope.
You never seen what?
Nope.
Okay.
It's on Netflix? Movie box?
I think it could be on Netflix.
I mean, I'll look it up.
Yeah, I went to go see that at the movies because that was a big moment. Love, Simon, like there's a lot of Love, Simon storylines when it comes to a lot of people having their little coming out stories. I don't know how true it is, child, because some people be lying, child.
Right.
But I'll tell you my coming out story, which was basically, I don't know. The reason why I felt like it wasn't that much was because I basically came out because somebody helped me or something like that. Okay. So I remember being in middle school. And people will always make those accusations, you know, oh, you're gay, this, that, and the third. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I used to be like, no. And I came to the realization that I was on the inside, I guess, about 8th grade going into 9th grade, right? Mm-hmm. And there was this other guy that was in 9th grade. And we have like a roller coaster relationship because he was out with it. He was like the first, like, because I went to a really, really small high school. Okay. So he was like, looked at, oh my God, he's the first out gay guy in the school, this, that, and the third.
He's a legend.
And mind you, all of us that went to middle school basically just went to the high school. So, you know, we all kind of knew each other. So it's not like it's a whole new school. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bitch, I was the first one. Like, but I wasn't out. That whole 9th grade year, I was just like, damn, like, he really doing what I didn't have the confidence for. Right. And then we became friends, obviously, because, you know, we kind of flocked together because I kind of looked up to him at some point. And then he helped me to eventually come out, and I came out to my best friend. And then eventually, like, I was like, I don't care. By the 10th grade, I was, and
it is what it is.
But I always go back and I said, I wish that I had the confidence to come out, like, on my own, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I wish I had the confidence, like, back in the day, I'd be like, man, I wish I had the same type of, you know, effort to do that. I feel like it would have been better. I would have been different. I would have been more empowered because I felt like I was kind of, I felt like I didn't have no power. Like I told you back in 7th grade, like that was my worst years, being bullied and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I felt like if that would have been the moment where I just came out and be like, you know what, fuck all this shit. I'm gay. What's up? You get what I'm saying? It would have catapulted me, and then I would have developed more quickly because I started finding out a lot of shit after I came out. Mm-hmm. You know, because some people have that type of mentor thing when they first come out as gay. But like, I mean, my mentor was like the internet. You get what I'm saying? Right. I didn't have nobody to sit there and say, oh, this is how you do that. Or, you know, do this. And then the whole child.
I get it.
Yeah.
So wait, so you came out to your best friend first?
I came out to my best friend.
How'd that go?
Cause she and she my best friend to this day, but I thought that I could have sworn that girl was homophobic for the longest. She still be scaring me sometimes with the stuff that she be saying. But like I thought that's why I was scared, because she was really adamant. She was very religious, first of all.
Okay.
And she's I wouldn't say she's an ally. Well, she's kind of like, let me see.
You wouldn't say she's an ally?
Oh, well, let me just bring it into layman's terms. Okay, so like let's say there was two siblings, right?
Right.
And one of the brothers is gay, right?
Okay.
The other brother, or the older brother, the younger brother was still, he still loves his brother.
Yeah.
But any other gay person is like,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she loved you, but she still didn't like the gays.
Not that she doesn't like the gays. She just doesn't. She would fight for me. You get what I'm saying? Because we became best friends and we kind of helped each other through a lot of shit. But yeah, she wouldn't keep the same energy. I mean, I don't even think she has any other gay friends. But she's definitely changed. I've definitely changed her on some topics, because I had to tell her, I'm like, girl, you can't be saying this in public now. The stuff that you be saying. You listening?
I'm listening.
Yeah. The stuff that you be saying to me, don't be saying that in public. But yes, it was very scary. I was scared to like tell her. And then once I did, she was like, oh, really? Oh, wow. I mean, I kind of knew, but I didn't really know. So after she found out, I told other people, and then I was like, people are just it's going to be word of mouth soon. So I'm going to be like, yeah, I am. What's up? Like, the whole school knew at that point. And then I came out to my parents in 11th grade.
Oh, so you came out to your best friend in 9th grade?
Yeah.
And you came out to your parents 2 years later?
2 years later.
How did that go?
So that same person that helped me come out, and like I said, we had this rocky relationship because there was times, I mean, we were friends. I kind of had a crush on him, but he wasn't really, you know what I'm saying? But we were going to prom, right? Mm-hmm. And I was just like, oh my goodness, we're going to prom. Like, I don't want this to be last minute. So let me just get this out in the open. And when I tell you, and I felt bad because my mom was really mad about it. Like, I text her that I was going to prom with another guy. I text her and I turned off the phone the entire day. It's like I walked to school, texted her that shit, and like turned off the phone.
Wait, you went to prom with a boy?
No, I didn't go. We ended up not going because of I don't know why we didn't go, but
oh, that would have been kind of cute.
I don't know why we didn't go. I think it was because it was junior prom, and we kind of, it's not that we didn't have the money, but it was just like, it's junior prom, like not even my prom. We ended up not going. But I texted my mom, and she was so mad. She was like, because when I seen, because she picked me up. Mm-hmm. She was like, oh my goodness, like you text me that? Like you couldn't call me, you couldn't It was a mess. And I kind of, because the thing about it is, though, the reason why I was in, if it wasn't for me allegedly supposed to be going to prom with this person, they would have not known to this day. To the day.
Oh.
Because I feel like I'm so much, and I kind of tell them that now, I'm very much a private person. Mm-hmm. Very private. I'm private to immediate families. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't tell my stuff. I don't really tell. I mean, I talk to you guys about it. I talk to the world, I guess, people, on the podcast and stuff like that. But it's just like, I don't really care what y'all think. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's their family members that when the judgment hits, that's when it's like, Right.
You are tapping at my front door right now.
Okay.
Right. You are tapping at the front door.
But they would have never known. They would have always had an inkling, but I would have never told them directly because I feel like, I don't know, I'm a private person like that. I'm an only child. I grew up alone. I played toys by myself and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kept all the stuff within me. Mm-hmm. I just feel like it's uncomfortable when I talk to it with my parents because I feel like, I don't know.
They're going to judge you or be
even if they don't judge.
Be disappointed?
Yeah.
I know.
And that's kind of what I got with my dad, child, because she ain't tell everybody. To this day, my grandma don't know.
Grandma knows, child.
I know she knows, but we've never had that conversation.
Like, we got to talk about it.
She's the Jehovah's Witness, right? Yeah. So, yeah. You want to sweep that under the rug? I'll pull up the rug.
We're not going to, like, she can be like, we're not going to talk about it because if we do, that means I got to disown you. So I'm just going to, you just do your thing and let me be blind.
Right. So that's just how it is now. And I'm cool with it.
No. But I think they know. It's just like, but it's good that people have to come out in their own time. Mm-hmm. And you have to do it when it's comfortable for you.
Yeah.
And I think for me, so I did my coming out video, or at least on National Coming Out Day, to share my story publicly, because I think I talked about it before. Like when I had my other radio show and I did Alonzo's Ugly Truth, I had a show called Gay, Straight, or Neither, and I talked about sexuality. And I mean, I thought everyone knew that I had, I had a boyfriend before and I was bisexual or whatever. But what I hadn't shared was my sexual journey or my sexual experiences that led up to me being a person that was either questioning and even open to dating guys as well as girls. And on my video, I kind of dropped a bombshell that I hadn't even considered. That, oh snap, I don't think I didn't have this conversation with certain people yet. And so I got a lot of backlash about some information that I released. And I think it was about me, my sexual awakening as a kid. And, at first I was like, oh, I feel bad because they feel bad. Or, people feel that they need answers now. And I'm just like, well, I mean, listen, it's my story.
Yeah.
I get to share my story, how I want to share my story, right? And in the best way that makes me most comfortable. And if that was the way that I felt most comfortable, not even really thinking about it, I have to own it. And I hope that in time, those who were, put in their feelings or whatever, understand that it wasn't anything that I shared that was meant to be negative or have a negative effect. Like it was supposed to be a positive thing. And it's crazy because I expected. Well, I don't really have expectations for anybody, but after that video, I had more people asking me, like, why did you share that? Or why did you give so much detail? Or why did you blah, 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 or why? As opposed to, like, there weren't a lot of people who were like, oh, I'm proud of you for sharing, or thank you for speaking your truth, besides a couple people that were on the video. But that's what I would have hoped. Yeah.
But thank you for sharing.
Thank you for sharing, or thank you for opening up, or, at least, I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting to be made to feel bad about sharing my story.
Was it from family or friends, or both?
Both.
Okay, family, I can almost kind of a little bit understand.
Yeah, I
friends,
guess, but it's still my story.
If you don't sit your ass down.
But I'm like, the story belongs to me. Like, this is the life that I've lived. This is my story. Yeah. And anyway, so I'm processing that. Right. And I'm going to be trying to spending the week mending some fences, but.
I mean, you coming like you was like indirectly, like, or directly talking about people. You were talking about yourself.
I was just talking about my experience.
Yeah. This is like, we can't talk about ourselves and express who we are.
Right. And then there were some people from Grambling who went to school with me during that time. Like, I also talked about being sexually assaulted during one of my campaign weeks. And they were like, oh, my God, I think I know who you're talking about. So now people were, like, trying to figure out who the guys are. And I'm just like, y'all are doing the most. This was supposed to be about liberation and, owning your narrative and owning your story. And then people just took it and it's doing its own thing. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm glad that I was able to share. I'm glad that I'm in a space emotionally where I can share without, crying or breaking down or having some real, deficit, because I had to do the work. I was able to express some former past traumas, and I was able to do the work and be in a good space about it.
And you learned from it, and you became you became a better person because of that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And, but like you said, some stories, for some people, they're coming out, it's traumatic. Yeah. Right?
And some is just common because it's to the point where it is common.
Yeah. And I feel like, so this is ironically, so I did a coming out video talking about when I came out. In that video, I said that I had had a boyfriend and had relationships with these guys before, but I hadn't had a conversation with my family. And I came second. Kind of like you came out to your friends and then you came out to your parents 2 years later.
Yeah.
And so it was almost the same. It was kind of crazy. So me doing that video was me coming out. It felt like me coming out again. And then people will be like, oh, why didn't you tell us that before? It's like, girl, that was 20, 25, 27 years ago.
That's all of your family that you was coming out of all of your family? Your parents too?
What? Well, I came out to my mom. Well, I mean, I don't know what they know. I don't even care.
Oh.
I've come home with boyfriends before.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I don't know. It's kind of I'm Southern, so it's more like a don't ask, don't tell kind of thing.
Really? Oh, wow.
But for me, I'm just like, I'm me. And
yeah, see, because I know it's kind of weird. I wouldn't bring home, if I had a boyfriend, I'm still that way too. Like, I will be private, and I'm not going to lie. I told this to my best friend. She said, that is very wrong of you.
Oh.
I would elope.
You'd elope?
And not tell nobody. I'll do a Kenya.
Oh, wow.
I'll do a whole Kenya.
Well, no, I just feel
because I feel like I'm a private person. Like, I don't want this whole, I mean, if my person, if there's to be, ever wants to have a wedding, then I will give that to him. But if we
you don't want a wedding?
If we go if you okay with us going to a court or going to like a nice little beach or whatever, get a nice little parson or whatever to have this little elope situation, that's fine. Because I'm just a private person like that. Like, I know I talk about these celebrities all day and like exploit them or whatever, but like, I'm a private person. Like,
I'm trying to pull a Wendy.
But I'm the type. But if you air my dirty laundry, I'm like, okay, yeah, it happened. I'm not scared to admit, but I'm not going to be upfront about it. You get what I'm saying?
My goal in life is to not have dirty laundry. I have laundry, but it ain't dirty. You know, it's your life experience. This is what I've lived through. This is the story, and all of this brought me to this point where I'm at right now.
Right.
Where I get to be happy. I get to glow.
You sound like Wendy. Huh? I just caught that. You say I'm like Wendy.
Right. Well, I mean, you can dispose other people's private business and then keep yours to yourself.
Hell yeah.
Right. But I think when it comes to relationships, I'm a very private person. But I also feel like you see what you see. Yeah. I'm probably going to write a book about the 3 Ps, about your public space, your personal space, and your private space, and understanding how to protect all 3. Like some stuff like your personal space, who you're dating at this point, because we're all so social and you go out, like that's your personal business. Yeah. But people are going to engage with you and they're going to pick up on it. Like, oh, that's your boyfriend, or this is the person you're with all the time, or, now the private stuff that goes on behind closed doors, that's different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So shout out to everybody that came out this year on Coming Out Day. I saw some stories that I saw on Twitter that there were some people who were actually coming out for the first time this year.
Yeah.
And, kudos to them. Kudos to those who celebrated, their coming out anniversaries this year. And
you actually have a number. You said 10 years?
Yeah, this is my 10 year. Yeah. August made 10 years since me coming out. Actually, this month would be 10 years since I came out to my mom. Or in that little conversation that we had, because
10 months? Oh, wow.
10 years.
Oh, 10 years.
No, because I didn't even think, when I was talking to her about getting advice about my boyfriend, I didn't think that I needed to come out to her. I really didn't think that was a thing for me at that point. Like, everybody knows that I do what I like. I do what I want. So it's like, oh, I have a boyfriend. I was like, oh, okay. It was like, oh, this is what
when
you
talked about your, talking about your dad, like coming out to your dad, that was with the whole car thing. That was, I mean, it wasn't similar towards me, because I do feel like sometimes when things get outed and you just want to act like you forgot, like,
What do you mean come out to my dad? What are you talking about?
When you was in the car and he kept on asking about a girlfriend?
That wasn't me. You must have got these confused with somebody else. Me and my dad have never had a conversation.
What? About
my sexuality outside of a situation that happened on Facebook 9 years ago.
Okay, that could have been somebody else.
There had to be. Me and my father have never had a conversation about my sexuality. Never.
Oh, well, I was okay. So that could have been somebody else, but I connected with whoever I was watching at that moment.
Right. Thought it was me. I'm like, no, it wasn't
because
me.
I do feel like it's just a weird. That's one thing too. That's why I stay private, because it's a weird conversation when it comes to him, because he was very homophobic before me coming out. He was very publicly homophobic in front of us.
Oh, okay.
It was before they knew who I was. You get what I'm saying? Like he would see somebody on TV that was gay and, you know, say the F word, this and that. He'll see somebody walking by in the street. Like he was that. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
and
I grew up around a lot of that too. So,
and it's like, you almost like, it jinxed you because you was that way. And then you end up having a son that was.
You know what I think though?
You don't think that though?
I don't know. When I see homophobic people who are very adamant about homophobia,
Mm-hmm.
as if it's the worst thing that can happen to a person,
Right.
I feel like there's probably some unhealed trauma there, where they were either advanced or there was something that happened that made them very averse to anything that remotely looked like it or something that they experienced. Because I'm like, other than that, like if a gay person's never done anything to you, or there's no real where's all this hate coming from? Like, where's all this energy coming from? This negative energy, if you've never had an experience before, or a bad experience, or an assault or anything like that, it's hard for me to understand it. But it's also a cultural thing where, especially for black men, that homosexuality is considered like a sign of weakness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That you're weak, and that they think that all gay men are effeminate, and they have this picture in their head that they, you know, even though we all know that's false now.
Yeah. Because you see some straight people get their ass whooped.
Right, and all this thugs. I'm like, there are thugs in jail who are getting bent over every night.
Mm-hmm. And
when they come out, they're still a thug. Except now they can't be getting bent over where everybody knows. And, you know, and they're creeping in, you know, at nighttime, and they're going to find the girl. Like, so I'm like, this whole, I don't know, I just think the homophobia is late.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't like something, if you just don't participate. Like, if you're not gay, I feel like if anybody gonna be homophobic, it should be homosexual people.
What you mean?
Cause we engage with it the most. Like, I'm homophobic. I'm tired of gay folks. Like, if you're gonna be a gay person, if you're gonna be homophobic, be a gay person.
Right.
Like, no, I'm just playing. That's probably people gonna be like, oh my God, he's campaigning for internalized homophobia, and that is not what's happening. I'm just saying that if you're not in the life, or if you're not, you know, have any real experience with it, I don't understand where all the hate comes from. Yeah. Like, just mind your business, love who you love, and move on. Like,
yeah, and it's just, I don't know. I can't. The thing about it is, though, if you don't agree with the lifestyle, that is fine.
And what does that mean?
You will respect
agree with the lifestyle.
Like, if you don't,
when people say I don't agree with your lifestyle, well, who told you we were voting?
Right.
Right. I'm like, we were voting.
But like, if they don't, okay, so they just don't feel that it's okay to feel that you don't feel like it's okay
for you,
right?
Or anybody use I statements,
yeah, for you. But you get what I'm saying? You still gonna respect me. That's all I ask for,
right? Or get your teeth shifted. Oops. However you want to do it, sweetheart.
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know.
I gotta work on my anger.
This should not be I hope in a couple years this should not even be a thing. Like, oh, coming out, like, child. That's why I want you to watch Love, Simon, because they make this good claim. It's like, why don't people ever come out being straight? You get what I'm saying? Like, why is that not a thing?
Because being straight is considered being normal. Everything outside of heterosexuality or.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, it shouldn't even be a thing. Like, just date what you want.
Just do what you want.
Do what you want, yeah.
Well, no, we're humans. We have to categorize stuff. We have to put names on things, and we have to know that everything goes in its place.
Yeah, that's how.
And people just want to put gays in their place. People want to put bis in their place. Everybody wants to
be labeled.
Put everything in their box and organize it. And, you know, but we're in chaos. And the world, the universe was created in chaos. So just find your space and spin, girl.
Okay.
Find your space and spin.
Right. Okay.
So your school depression.
Yes. This is going to be the last topic we talk about. I want to have more discussion topics.
Welcome to Doll Talk.
Yes. I don't know. I just feel like I feel very depressed here sometimes because just the reason why I don't really go out that much is because I am a transfer student here.
Okay.
And I get that a lot. Like, I talk to other transfer students as well. They said, yeah, I feel like this school has, for the first 2 semesters, has not let me in as a student.
I almost thought you were about to say you were a trans man. I was going to gag.
What are you talking about?
We said I'm a transfer student. I was like, it just took too long.
Get the
sorry.
Transfer.
Right. I'm sorry. I got home at 5 o'clock this morning. I'm sorry. I'm still sleepy. I was waiting. I was looking at you like, you are what now?
We were both off today with this
cute.
episode.
Right. I'm like, that's real cute for you.
I'm over here pulling narratives that you apparently said.
Right. I'm like, no, that wasn't me.
Pamela Harris. Okay, anyway,
but yeah, transfer student, you don't feel that you've been.
I don't feel like the school has let me in because, first of all, there's a lot of things that I've found out about, and I'm like, I should have been told this. Well, why wasn't there no orientation? That's just a whole nother thing in itself. And then the people here, I feel like let me just say this. I made a good decision because I don't want nobody that I know from my old school or any family member like, I told you not to transfer. I made a good decision far as working on my career path. However, like my social life is just fucking dead in this school because I feel like I'm occulted with people that are just bitches. Like they just not bitches, but like I feel like I'm just with people that are just really stuck up.
He said y'all some bitches. Period.
Okay.
Oh, you think they're stuck up?
Yeah, a lot of them are. A lot of people in my major, the media arts major, a lot of people in the music department, and I don't really know about anybody else, I guess, business or whatever. Well, they are uppity because they got their little business school over there, downtown Jersey City, I guess. But, like, I do feel like I get along with a lot of commuter students, but they leave. You get what I'm saying? They leave after 5, and it's just me and then just the people that actually live here in the dormitory. I don't know. I just feel like I used to think it was like, is it me? Because I know in my other school, like I was there, like I was talking to a lot of people. Like a lot of people knew me in my old school, which was a smaller school.
Right. So maybe you just haven't found your social circle. Do you go to some of the social events to network and to like?
Yes. I go to social events. I mean, yeah. Well, all right, let me see. Is there anything?
Because from what you've told me, you kind of keep to yourself.
I do kind of keep to myself.
Well, if you keep to yourself, you're going to be by yourself.
No, but not okay, all right. I do go to social settings though. I didn't do any this semester because I have been working 2 jobs and I've been doing this podcast.
Okay.
And I've been working on stuff at the media club or whatever. But semesters ago I was actually going to events and hanging out with people. But it's just like, it's also that too, like I will meet somebody one semester, you know what I'm saying? You go back and they're like, it's the next semester. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Oh, hi. Oh. And it just turns into a hi and bye situation. Then you just don't even say nothing to them.
Or you can just say, hi, how are you doing? What do you want to do lunch?
No, well,
hey, you're growing up now.
Look, sometimes I said I don't shoot my shot with boys. I don't shoot my shot with friends either.
People, really?
Yes. Because I just feel like I don't want to be like the weird ones. Like, why the hell you want to hang out with me? Like, what? Like, what? All of a parent. And I don't want to be like.
It's okay. But it's so crazy that when we're kids,
it's so easy.
We make friends so easy because we don't have all these different. I'm telling you, life is traumatic. And we let things stick to us. There's a reason why you close yourself off, and it's because of past experiences that you've probably had in trying to make friends, and you either got rejected or you weren't put in a space where you felt like you were a part of something. So you get comfortable in that space. Even though it's uncomfortable, you'd be like, but I'm used to this. Okay. I'm used to not being by myself. I'm used to being the last bit. Like, and
this is the first time I've experienced this because every other school I've been to, my middle school year and my middle school years and my high school years, I met a lot of people through middle school. A lot of us came to high school, so we knew each other.
But you were a social class.
Yes, but even when we left, even when I left that school, went to a whole nother school in college, I met. It took some time. But I met a group. I met one person, and that person, you meet that person's friends, and it just goes on. With here, I came here, and I had a group that I hung out with.
All right,
they all left. That's our last guest. She was one of them.
Right.
We were cool. We were really cool. And then they all left, and then it was just like, oh my God, I got to start all over again.
Have you joined any organizations?
Yes, I was a part of 2 last semester.
Like the paper and what else?
The paper and the LGBT Alliance club, which I did meet friends there, but it's just like now I see them again, and it's like, hey, like okay, like I'm like, oh well, damn, we was just hanging out, like we was drinking.
Okay.
And now I'm just saying, hey, like I'm just saying, well, you don't want to hang out no more. I'm like, what's going on?
Did you ask them if they wanted to hang out? No. Did you? No, because you were waiting on them to ask you to hang out. It's a 2-way street. I'm telling you, you'll get it. It takes time. But I'm the same way.
But I do feel like these people are standoffish, though. A lot of students here are standoffish. And you can tell just by because, okay, so one of the girls that I met at the, I ain't there.
No, go ahead.
I'm not insinuating nobody.
Speak your truth, man.
But I was asked, I was saying, like, let's hang out, let's have a conversation, because I wanted to vent about the whole situation with, what happened at the newspaper club and they're criticizing my podcast.
Right.
it just seemed like it was like, oh, okay, well, well, not tonight, but like maybe tomorrow. I'm like, none of us is doing nothing right now. You get what I'm saying? So I just pick up certain stuff, and then maybe it's just me being crazy, but it's just like, vibe. Yeah, I just pick up a vibe. Like I see vibes, but sometimes I can beat my vibe. My brain could be off sometimes with certain people, but I just be like, I don't know. They just seem like they don't really want to fuck with me like that. You get what I'm saying? Like I just get that vibe, and maybe it's just I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. Trust your instincts.
Because I used to be very social.
Trust your instincts, but also like it's okay to shoot your shot, and it's okay to miss sometimes too. And as I say that to you, as I minister to you, I minister to me, because even last night there was this, and it's funny because I feel like I've seen him on Instagram before. There was this guy that was at the club. He kept looking at me, and he kept walking by, and then I was like, told my friends like I should ask him for his Instagram just to see if it's the same person. But my feet were hurting really, really bad because I wore those fucking shoes from the VMAs. They're so cute, but my toes were screaming. So I'm like, first of all, I don't walk after niggas anyway. So that's my thing. But I was like, can you stop them when they walk by again? Like, you just excuse me, so I can just get Instagram. And I was like, no, don't worry about it. I was like, no, don't do it. It's like, yeah, he's coming. I was like, don't do it. And so we got in the car, and we drove a block, and we pulled up at the light, and he was standing with his friends or whatever. And it was like it was so awkward because it was a red light. So I'm just sitting there like,
right.
I'm looking and looking, and his friend is like, go talk. And I saw her. She was like, go talk to him. And I was like, he better not come over here. I was like, roll the window down. I was like, oh my God, no. Go. It was fucking crazy. I was like, oh my God, what is wrong with me?
I don't know. I think maybe there's a lot of things to blame. I mean, like social media, definitely. You could see somebody on Instagram or Facebook or something like that. And be like, oh yeah, they fine. Let me like their picture. Let me give them a like. But when you see them in person, it's like,
oh my God,
oh my goodness, like whoa. I don't know what to say.
You don't want to feel like a fan.
Yeah.
And it's like, and you don't want to feel like you know them. It's like, well, I mean, I follow your life, but I know you don't know me. Because I'm that same way. When people meet me, and they say they've seen me off of social media or whatever, and they start talking to me, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember that. I'm like, who the hell is this person? Like, I'm trying to remember where we've met before. Oh, we haven't. I'm your friend on Facebook. Oh, okay. But you're one of those friends that you don't comment on anything.
Yeah.
You don't.
But see, my thing, I think
I don't know you.
Yeah, and I think with me...
Hi.
Sometimes with me, though, I feel that what I used to do, I would put myself out there, or I would let people know who I am, because that's what type of person I am. I let you know who I am. You know what I'm saying? What I do. And people usually flock to that, but I think that I'm in a school where there's a lot of personality.
Okay.
Because I was the personality in my older schools, and I was in small schools, and a lot of people told me, it was like, go to smaller schools, you'll be the big fish in a small pond.
I still went to a small school.
You went to
go to a small school? I mean, Grambling was 5,000 students. I guess that's small compared to like these.
Yeah, that is small. Is it? My last school was 6,000 students.
Oh.
And that was small.
Shit, it was big to me. Cause,
half of them was like commuters. This is a bigger school than mine. Even though I still think this is not that big. I mean, we have this campus and then we have West Campus, which is basically just one dormitory.
You build your community wherever you are.
Like I said, there's a lot of
community wherever you are.
Yeah, there's a lot of personality here, and I feel like that's. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, not discouraged, because I'm still gonna do me. I'm still gonna do my thing, but like I don't know. I just feel like, oh, okay. Like there's other people, like, I don't know.
You'll find your tribe. You just have to be open to it, and sometimes you have to be the one to make the first step. You know? And most of my friends were the ones my good friends were the ones that saw me by myself and kind of approached me. So I can't say that. But I do have some friends that I was able to be like, okay, well, it's my turn. It's my turn now to go make a friend. Yeah. Right? Hey, how are you doing? I'm Alonzo. Yeah. Or, I'm Prince Derek. Well, Prince Derek Doll. Jesus Christ. See, that comes with its own shit. But I'm Alonzo. Nice to meet you. What are you into? We like the same things. Oh, yeah, we should hang out sometime. Yeah. And all that. Just getting more practice with doing it. And some people are going to be duds. Like,
oh, okay. Well,
And
Like,
I hate people wasting my time. But
I've hung out with people and it was like, oh, okay, it was cool. Never again.
Right. It's like dating, being like
Yes.
friend dates. Like, okay, I don't really mesh with this person.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But that's what I'm saying. Like, find your organization. Go somewhere where you have common interests with certain people.
Yeah.
And the relationships will develop organically. Like, hey, what are you guys doing after this? Like, create a reason for you to have like a social circle.
Right.
But if not, we're just gonna slide you right on into mine. You'll be fine.
Yes, I don't mind.
Come on down. There's room. Look, there's always a doll. Speaking of social circles and dolls, I'm thinking about next week having some dolls come through. I think Ken Lee
On the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think Ken Lee doll and Thunderian doll are going to come here. Or if you know Thunder Snow. He has a podcast. Check Please. It's his podcast. And Ken Lee has Doll Chat on Anchor. And see, this would have been a great episode to get them in and talk about their little coming out experiences too.
Yes, it would have been. But I just didn't get on the ball with that. They were supposed to be. Well, he was supposed to be on today. I just didn't ask him.
Oh, okay. We got time to bring the dolls in.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll do it next week. That would be a good episode, I will say. Bringing all the dolls. The Black Ken doll, Ken Lee doll, Derek doll.
We're here. Welcome to the dollhouse.
Okay. That was supposed to be like, if this podcast really did like go places and we were like, look, we gotta, this has to be a thing, I would change the name and then make it like, what was I thinking of? Oh my God, I had this elaborate. See, I need to write stuff down now.
Write it down. I always keep my black book with me.
Right.
I write all my good stuff down. Well,
Ken Doll Chronicles.
Ken Doll Chronicles. Chronicle. I just
Sounds a little cheesy.
I can't say this. So
it's okay. I mean, it's
so when I was in high school, because I told you I liked your Instagram name, Black Ken Doll. That was my nickname my senior year in high school, senior and junior year. That's what my best friend used to call me, and I used to call her my Barbie. But as I got older and I went to a black school, I kind of outgrew the whole like Ken Doll thing. Was like, oh, I don't want to be the black version of nothing white. Like, I'm not a Ken Doll. I am more than that. You know what I'm saying? And no shade to you. But yeah, it's like I'm not a Ken. I'm a Derek. I'm a Damien. I'm a all those things. I'm a Negro doll.
Oh.
All those things. All of those. I'm a Leroy.
Right.
No.
I got the idea for Black Ken Doll because I'm a Barb, of course. I said it many times. I am a Barb.
You're a Barb?
Yes. When was I never a Barb?
Oh, I don't know. It's just really weird. I didn't know.
What?
You're a Barb? I can't believe it.
What? That's the first thing people know about me is that I am a Barb. I used to rap Nikki down. Okay. These little new Barbs, they don't know the old stuff.
True. Well, so wait. I can't say that because some of these new ones. Listen,
they be doing their homework.
We'll go to the archives and can rap every song she's ever put out, every verse. While some of us old was like, "Hey, that was on that. That was on Beat."
Right.
Like, was that on Beat Me Up, Scotty, or was it on?
No, because they're doing their homework now.
Right. That's good. I mean, there's access. You know. So,
but yes, I am a Barb, and I feel like Nikki. Back in the day, Nikki used to call her fans. They were the Barbs, but they were the Ken Barbs.
That Ken Barbs. That's crazy.
Because that was the boys, and then the girls are the Barbs.
And you know what's funny about that? So before I knew anything about Barb or Ken Barb or anything that Nikki, I didn't even know she had names for her fans until like 2009. No, not 2009. Like, what year is this? 2019? It's not even 2012, 2013. It was like Barb. When did they start naming fan bases? The only fan base I knew that had a name was the Little Monsters. Lady Gaga.
She started there.
And then the Beehive was named. And then the Navy got a name. And then there was the Barbs. And
the Arianators.
And then I'm like, oh my God. So when I had my show, I had the BMKs. Okay. They were my Barbies, Melanies, and Kens. Right?
Oh, okay.
And those were for my Caucasian girls, my black girls, my Melanies, and my white friends were my Kens. And then my baby Derek's, because I was the Derek doll. And then y'all could be the baby Derek's, whatever. But yeah, then I was like, Barbs. Why is she calling her fans the Barbs? I was just like, oh, fuck. And then I fell in love with her. Yeah. And her, like, she made rap fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm a Ken and Barb of all whatever the things.
Whatever the things.
Whatever the things are, I'm one of those.
Yeah.
Sign me up. But
okay.
But yeah, so anything with the doll, whatever you put on the doll's arm, we got you.
All right.
It's going to send us in that space.
But that's where I got the name from, and when I made it, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have to use no underscores, no numbers, anything. I'm like, so I'm gonna keep this forever. Like, and if this becomes a branding thing, like that might be my little second name. Like,
it should.
Because I feel like Darren is so bland. Darren.
My uncle. I have an uncle named Darren. One of my favorite uncles. I almost said my favorite uncle's name.
The name is extinct.
But I got so many. So
don't want to use that name no more.
Darren.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
You don't hear it. Yeah.
My Uncle Darren is my smartest uncle. Of all 9 of them I have, I think 3, 5, 8, 6, whatever.
Because I asked my mom, I was like, what if I ever became famous and like went by another name? She was like, oh no, what are you talking about? I'm like,
Darren Green. It sounds cool.
I don't know, man.
It sounds sophisticated.
Green is definitely brandable because Green has an iconic like E at the end. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I would definitely use that.
Well, my name is, from what I understand, it has a very powerful inoculation. Mm-hmm. I made that word, but I don't even know what that means. Okay. No.
Happy Monday.
No, invocation. My name is Alonzo S. Blaylock. I think it's because it has the K at the end. It's what makes it so strong. But yeah, that name just sounds like checks. But Prince Derek Doll, it sounds like fun, and it sounds like fantasy and fairy tale, and it sounds like surrealism. It sounds like all the things that I give, when I'm supposed to be giving it.
Yes.
But when it's time for that check,
okay,
it's Mr. Blaylock, please.
Okay. Carisha, please.
Carisha, please. Sign the check.
We talked for a minute there.
Oh my God. You're going to have, edit it how you will, but we had a really good discussion today.
Yes.
And
I found out some things, Lil' Kim, 9, Kamala. Because you know what? A lot of people said Kamala so fast that you can almost.
They would say Kamala and they would fuck it up.
Sometimes I can almost hear a P. I swear to God.
So it sounded like Pamela.
And you know what? Them people at that damn newsroom in my damn club, I done said her name about 3 times in that damn office. See, that's another thing I have.
And they never corrected you.
I got some trust. That's why I got trust issues with these people.
Wow. They got you here calling that woman Pam.
I'm done. I'm sick.
Pamela Harris. Hashtag Pamela Harris. I'm finna go hashtag that as soon as I get on Twitter. As soon as I get on Twitter, Pamela Harris.
I'm so mad. Like, okay.
My goodness.
But anyway, that's it for this show. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Until next time, I'm your host, Darren Green.
And I'm Prince Derek Doll.
And this is the Darren Green Show.
Bye.
Bye. Stream 9.
Don't. What? Stream Queen. What are you talking about?
Of course, Stream Queen. Like what?
I'm just kidding. Stream 9. It's a great album.